Hello and welcome back. This is Double O Debbie. This is Slime Survival. We're back here at the slime farm today, and I finished up the pixel art slab spawning platform for our slimes here. And I put this ring around because I saw that we were having some of the larger slimes were jumping over the edge. So yeah, we don't want that. So I put this up so I could see how everything's going in there. And I was just out here doing some more surveying. I did a little bit further this way. Found a couple more chunks over here. And I just finished up one more row on this. I don't think there were any slime chunks in it. I do think, see where that slime just spawned? I don't know if I just came in range or if he just spawned there, but I was wanting to at least push this border out one more. It might need another. I'd like to cut down on the amount of slimes that are spawning, so if there's another chunk close by, I want to try and... Oh, look, we got a slime over there. I want to try and locate it and disable it. I have those others on the, let's see, what is that? The south side over there. I have those despawned now, and I was just out here cleaning this stuff up, checking to see if there was a slime chunk on this near row. And I don't think there is. I don't see any slimes in these new chunks that I outlined here. So I must need to, I might need to just go one further out. Got tons of slabs and fences. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I did get a little bit of gold yesterday because I do want to try and work on that chicken farm. Let's see, let's take a look here. I ran out of room to record yesterday, so the video got a little bit laggy at the end, so I didn't get to record as much as I wanted. Figuring out the the waterways, excuse me. But the way I had the waterways, I had signs in this last row here, and that was not letting the two tall slimes being killed. It was not allowing them to be killed because they were getting pushed all the way up here, and then there was a gap of air. So that might work in 1.8, but in 1.7 it didn't. And then, so I had to put the signs, you can't see them, but they're up against, on the opposite side of these bricks, holding the water up one. That doesn't allow the, oh look, there's a big slime, the baby slimes to get killed. So I made these little chutes on the side with another water source that would push them over. And they could climb up this ladder, come over here, and then we can, I can either keep it like this and get experience, or take it well, I think probably one higher would just auto kill them when they fell. This is only 3 tall, and I think it takes 4 to kill them. So yeah, I didn't do all of this. I ran out of room in the roses section of my chest in here filled up, so I was trying to clear out some room in this area under here so I could I took all the roses out so it could start anew and put them in here. So I was just trying to clear out some room in there for more roses if need be. And yeah, I've been trying to learn about railroads, and man, you can really do some cool things with the railroads. You can really automate some of the stuff now with railroads and hoppers, comparators. It's pretty cool. So let's throw some of this stuff in here. And I'll throw all these slabs out here. I just went and harvested a whole bunch of wood because I had used all my wood out here. Let's throw that in there. And why not? I have the whole floor. Oh, we're full. Okay, that's good. I have the whole floor ripped up over there at the chicken farm. I didn't see a way for it because you really need some good redstone with your rails when you're working with the carts. So I couldn't see how I had room for it in that area. I wanted to see the carts going by, but I don't know. I might try and see once I see what kind of redstone is going to be required for it. I came over here for this. I might try and get the tracks on the surface and just keep the redstone on the bottom. Oh, I have enough golden nuggets now to make our golden carrots to breed the horses. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When I was looking at the rails, I'm probably gonna have to redo these breeding stations and killing stations. As you can see, I've accumulated quite a bit. The big holdup with the trading for the written books was feathers, and that is no longer a problem, as you can see. So now I was happy I actually got a trade for written books yesterday, and I didn't have to worry about it. So I was happy. The reason why I'm going to have to tear these down is if look at all these eggs. I've been emptying it and emptying it, and it's like a full-time job for these chickens. There's no way for me to access this chest except from the front, maybe over here. So I just, but yeah, it's just not going to work out the way I had hoped, the way this is set up. So I'm going to have to do some rethinking on that. And I have the path where the railroads are going to go over here. And let's see. I was going to have a detector rail that would power this and switch it. Like if they come from here and there's nothing there and they come over here, hit the detector rail. If it's empty, I want it to turn back around because there's no need to even go over there if it's empty, and it'll get jammed up and stuff. So I wanted to add in that. So yeah, you need like a redstone circuit to pick up the stuff, then one to drop it off. And you'd also need one to account for the cart being empty so it doesn't get stuck. You also have to have a special circuit for if the cart is full. When it gets over there and there's no room to put anything in it, it needs to detect that and then send it off again. So yeah, I guess I could have put that down here to turn it around. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it some more and see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, I got a lot more work to do on it. I did manage to get enough gold for one set of powered rails. Not sure how many I'm gonna need. It's a pretty small area, so I do know I'll need at least one on each end to send it off. It probably won't be like that. It'll need to be like on and either up against a block. I don't know if you know how frustrating it is when you're trying to set up your tracks so you can take a rail somewhere. You either need to be up against a block like this to send the signal, or at an angle like that. Does that make sense? I don't know. So you still have to have the block there, but if it's at an angle, you don't need like the something on top of the block. Anyway, so yeah, this might be enough powered rail for it. If not, I'll spend some more time over there. So we would need one at each of these. I need to. I think the detector rails only require iron, so that'll be cool. So we might even need one at the base here, powered, so that it can get up the little hill on each side when it's coming this way. When it's going down, it should be okay, but it might need a little oomph to get up there. So yeah, we might actually need a few more of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try 10 here. It might interfere with this, so maybe we'll move that towards the middle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that should be okay. If it's in the middle, it should be okay. It shouldn't interfere. Yeah. So that looks good. We might be good on the powered rail then. I have a little bit of an area for the circuit for the detector rail. We just need to send a signal to this track to make it turn. So yeah, I'll play with this some more off camera. I hate fumbling around and everything. Let's see. We haven't decided what we were gonna eat today. There is so much work to do around this place now. I can't keep up with everything. And I had to go harvest some trees a while ago because have used up all my wood. So let's see what are we gonna eat today. Let's throw this over here. Some bread. Yummy bread. Let's just grab some. I thought maybe I might throw some cake in there too, just so, but I'd have to keep several on hand, and cake is a pain because you can't, I guess I could carry one around and just throw it on the ground and eat it, nom nom, eating off the ground. Or maybe I'll just, if I have to eat cake, then I'll take a fence and no, you can't put it on a pressure plate. I'll just put it on a plank. Yes. I don't know, that's kind of fun. I know you can min-max it or whatever and only eat the best food, but it's more interesting when you don't really know what you're gonna be eating. Yeah, so the other day I had to eat cookies and it was quite annoying. Oh, I could put watermelons in there too. Where are my watermelons? Come here. So I haven't seen any slimes over here. I'm fairly certain we opened up a chunk back there next to the zombie pigman farm. So they were just all over the place until I got that slabbed off. Whew, it was horrible. Having that, it's like getting roaches or something. You like feel violated. You just want them gone and they just keep coming and coming. Oh, I went grocery shopping yesterday, and I was like, I never go AFK at this thing, so I thought I would start. So I went AFK before I went shopping, and I built this little fence cage around, and I stood down here because sometimes these guys die and they spill their stuff everywhere. So I sat over here while I was shopping, and if you notice, this guy is jumping and it's making this really annoying sound. So my husband wanted me to turn the sound off. Once you get a guy that's standing still, it's okay, but the ones until you get one, they just sit there and jump. Like, I don't know why they jump, but it's horrible. So I turned my sound down and I stood here, and I had forgotten that I had put it on hard. I didn't think I could starve to death. You can't if you're on normal or easy, but on hard, you can. So since my sound was down, my husband didn't know to, come over here and eat or anything. So I starved to death and lost all my good stuff. My good sword. I still had this one. My good pick. This was a backup because it had fortune on it. I didn't want to use it, but I was desperate. Lost my axe, so I'm just using an unbreaking one. My power 5 bow, gone. So, yeah, it kind of stunk, but really, I mean, the worst part is I'm so limited on the diamonds and I had just done a trade to repair my pick and my axe, and I'd gotten some diamond boots, and I'm really low on emeralds. So, I mean, it's not that I can't replace the stuff. It's just that it's a lot harder to replace it. So, I was a little bit miffed yesterday when I came home and I was dead. And the worst part of it was, is that the last time I'd slept, I was out there working on the slimes. So I had tons of zombie pigmen over here waiting for me to kill. And when I respawned, I was all the way over there, out of range, and then all the pigmen despawned. Except for one who had my helmet and my pants on. He had picked those up, and the rest had despawned, so it was bad. So I had even brought potions over here because I figured I would have quite a bit. And I also noticed how uh, my little indicator lights are not going to work because of the jumping. I'm not ever going to get an accurate reading on how many zombie pigmen there are. So I'll probably go ahead and just take that pressure plate out so it's not making that noise. Oh, by the way, I could have left my sound on and my husband would have, he would have heard me at least taking damage and maybe been able to save me if I had done this. You know, it's a little bit weird getting used to all the different settings, but if I'd have turned the blocks down, I mean, yeah, it's a lot lower than originally, but so there we go. Way to not starve in hard. Turn your sound up so your husband can save you by eating. Did that? Yeah, okay. So everything's going groovy. I got tons of food now. I was able to, I didn't have enough of the different wools. I had to use dye for like a stack of the green and the slime green. Yeah, I call it slime green. I always think of it that it's slime green, not lime green, because that's how the slimes look to me. So I didn't actually have to make any black. I had like one left over, so I had like about a half a stack. So it takes about a stack and a half of the dark green and a stack and a half of the lime green. I think I used slightly more of the dark green than I did the lime green, because the lime green was just on the outside parts and the dark green was most of the inside and parts of the outside. So see, I am completely out of the greens here and the black. And I use like, I don't know, 2 stacks, a little bit more than 2 stacks of the wool. I took all 4 over there, all 4 of the full stacks, but I can bring, you know, most of that back now. I do want every tier, I want to have the slime pixel art, because I think that would be cool. I do need to also, while I'm building this, figure out how I'm going to light them up, because I've been sleeping through the night as much as I can while I'm out here, because this area is very unsafe. I'm getting it safe for the slimes, but at nighttime there are no lights out here, so this would be a very bad place to be at night. So I've always been sleeping. Yeah. So in order to be able to just sit the nights out, I'm going to have to do something out here. If I'm out here. So the fence is cool, but yeah. I just have a few more minutes, so I'm gonna go over what I plan to do with this. This is working like a champ. I really like how the baby slimes come over there, and it works without me in the vicinity because of how they come. They want to go to the corners, so that is what initially draws them to this in the first place. Um, so I put a water block behind this. If they drown there, there is a hopper there. There isn't one there. I could probably put one there, but you know, I'd have to open it up and everything. And if I lose an occasional slime ball, I think it'll be okay. So yeah, they can. They're drawn to this corner because once they get here, they're being pushed. Uh, and then, wham! There's another corner, so they're naturally drawn to that. Um, I'm not sure how that's gonna work once it's we're in 1.8, but we'll see if worst case the slimes should swim up once they get in touch with this water stream. It would be nice to have some glass over here to be able to see in there. So I might do that. I might get some more glass over here so we can see what's going on. I'd have to completely drain all the water out to do that side. So maybe we'll just do this side and it won't mess up any of the signs and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a slime farm one chunk further that way. So I think I might take my surveying one more out on that end. And yeah, I'm going to work some more on this. Try to figure out how I'm going to incorporate this into a temple design. Because I want to build a temple with a bunch of chests in it for sacrificing to the slime deity. I don't know, something silly like that. So yeah, I'll have to get a way to get these chests, all of these chests maybe to feed into another one, a central place, and then pull them up and then have them feed them into a sorting system, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure my temple's gonna be up off the ground. I might such an awkward place for it to be, really. I may keep this initial design and move it somewhere where it's not in such an awkward place, because I really don't have anywhere to build over here, so that would be one limiter. I could use the slime chunk right next to it over here. And I hate to tear down all this work that I've done, but I was kind of wanting to make it look a little bit nicer. I don't know. But doing this one or even any of the others would give me more options to build the temple area. So it would be cool if there was a slime chunk out there, but then I would have to survey more. So yeah, I'll think on this some more. I'm probably not going to build any more on this. This is just the design for it, I guess, the base, the foundation of it. I could even use this one. I would have to survey a lot more if I move it, though. That's why I was surveying everything. And one just spawned over there. Is to keep the slimes to a minimum and spawning around it. So if I might try to go out one more. I don't know. It's a lot of work surveying it and a lot of fence, a lot of putting fence down, tearing fence up. Because it's a lot easier to see the slime chunks if I tear the non-slime chunk fences down. So I can see that this is a slime chunk. That one's halfway in and halfway out of my base. This one would be good because that would give me plenty of room. I could actually sort of make the temple area over here, and I could maybe extend the surveys out that way towards the back because I believe there are some more chunks back that way, and then sort of connect it, just have a roadway come out or something, or tear off a chunk of this waterway, or I don't know. I'd probably just make the road come out and then curve back up. Maybe do some decoration, some terraforming over there. Anyway, that's the plan, and we're out of time here. So I'm going to call it, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.